What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 74 of Bad Takes Better Conversations. We got a special guest today, but we also have our three hosts. We'll start with the intros. We got to talk about Elimination Chamber and whatever else y'all want to talk about. I'm one of your hosts, Wrestle Spot, Steven.
Y'all already know what it is. Mr. Generational Talent Man himself, man, Steven Sports. Just another Btbc stream. Elimination Chamber was interesting. Nothing less to say. Joel Embiid video will be dropping this Saturday. I just got to start, editing some things, but that video will be dropping this Saturday. Still don't know what time I want to upload it, but this Saturday it will be dropping, so be on the lookout for that. So.
Tommy, man.
What's up, y'all? It's Tommy Wrestling. So I'm gonna just hit this real quick. Ali, X Division champion, you know what I'm saying? We love that. Only because we're not really hitting on it in the episode, but and Ali we trust, man. Should be a good episode. A lot of wrestling came on this weekend, made my head hurt, I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, worried about wrestling. I'm worried about my parlay, nigga.
It's not like it's gonna hit, bro. It's not like gonna hit. You good.
And then we got a guest today, man. We got Axel. Goes by Rod Hardy, man. Tell him who you are, man.
Hey, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you guys for having me here on the podcast. And, a lot of great wrestling this weekend, Rod Hardy, by the way. And I do watch a lot of wrestling. I watch all different types, AEW, New Japan, TNA, WWE. So, I got a little bit of everything. So, I'm ready to talk about whatever it is we're going to talk about here today.
Quick question before I shout out one more thing. How do you feel about Jay Aries?
Jay Aries, well, he's a good friend of mine in real life, We've known each other for a while. We live in the same state. But he's a great guy. But hey, man, that bloodline stuff, man, it's coming to an end. So
That's crazy.
All right, real quick, we do want to remind y'all, we announced it last week, but we do have an independent wrestler coming on the show on Tuesday at what time again, Stephen?
At 6:30 p.m., 5:30 Central. So
Tune in live. We'll be talking with Misty Marks. Should be fun. Be the second wrestler we're bringing on this year. Hopefully more come down the line, man. But let's get into the what's up, Ken? What's up, Anthony? What's up, Case?
Axel, you low-key, if he talk, wait, hold on. My bad. That's on me. I'm watching our stream from a different YouTube. That's on me, bro. I thought you were talking. My bad. Wait, did you throw in the thumbnail, Wrestle Spot?
I did.
Oh, okay. So I just wasn't paying attention as usual. Okay.
Crazy. What's up, chat?
So,
did y'all have a good weekend? Y'all enjoyed wrestling this weekend, chat?
Weekend. I ain't really watched that. Outside of Chamber, I ain't really watch wrestling like that. I ain't gonna cut.
Did you wake up when you caught it on the back end?
Oh yeah, nigga, I ain't wake up, nigga. hey, Axel, please tell the chat what you in the Discord did, bro. Please.
All right, so basically, we watch a little bit of SmackDown, but we didn't really watch all of it because a lot of us saw some spoilers. But after SmackDown was done, I ended up making a wheel of a bunch of chamber matches, and we ended up just spinning the wheel, and we stayed up all night watching chamber matches up until about 4 a.m. where we logged into the kickoff, and yeah, we stayed up throughout the whole show. So I ended up going to bed like around 9 a.m. And it was brutal. I'm not gonna lie, it was brutal. I'll never do it again. I'm not gonna lie.
You different, man. You different.
I was trying to stay up too, so didn't work out.
What was your experience watching this, Steven?
The experience? Saying
like how did you just watch it normally?
Oh yeah, I watched it normally. I woke up at like 12. I turned the Elimination Chamber on. I was like half asleep a little bit, but once the women start to pick it up, I started to see Tiffany Stratton go crazy. That's when I was officially woke. I woke up. That match was I ain't gonna lie. Chamber was like, it wasn't great, but I would say it was definitely like a solid pay-per-view. Like, it was a good pay-per-view in my opinion. It wasn't it wouldn't be like, it's not worth staying up to 4 a.m. though. Like, if it was last year's Chamber, I would say yeah, it was worth staying up to 4 a.m. watching it. But this year I wouldn't say so. But it was still a good pay-per-view in my eyes. So.
Okay. Tommy?
I woke up out of
slide that post interview.
You go what?
I woke up at like 5, which is when it started. Turned it on, started watching it. I just couldn't stay up. I went back to sleep for another 2-3 hours. Had to go to work, but during work, I'm not gonna lie, when I didn't have a customer, guess what I was watching? Elimination Chamber. So you know.
I woke up around. I had alarm set. I slept through them. Woke up at like 6:30 my time. I opened up the show. I ended up falling asleep right away. Went to work early, came back, got back pretty late, and I ended up starting to watch the show at like 10 p.m. Not gonna lie, I fell asleep, so I still haven't fully seen the show. The only matches I haven't seen were the tag title match and the main event, but I heard those were pretty predictable. So overall, the show was good. Overall, the show was good. Good, predictable, but shit, that happens.
I don't know. I'm gonna put this out there though. Rick keeps getting these main events, man. That means something. I'm just putting it out there.
Wait, bro, Rhea.
Let her get a couple more. We might have to start talking about Rhea in a different light. That's all I'm gonna say.
Whoa,
let her get a couple more. Let her get a couple more.
I'm telling you, bro. I've been trying to tell you this, bro. I knew Rhea was a star. Well, I had a feeling that she was gonna be a star when I watched her in that Shayna match that they had at NXT. But I knew she was a bona fide superstar when she had that 5-star classic with Charlotte Flair at Money in the Bank. That's when I was like, yo, Rhea is like that, bro. Because Vince kind of fumbled her a little bit when she won the Raw Women's title. She won from Asuka. It was kind of like I was messing with her feud, but it was like something was missing. I feel like Vince was kind of fumbling it a little bit. But I ain't gonna lie, since Triple H kind of got in the hell, bro, like he's just been booking her like a beast, bro. And I'm glad the route that he's taking with her right now, like he's more separating her and Dom a little bit more, and you're starting to see like her really become soul and really like she's like slowly breaking away from the Judgment Day. Like the Judgment Day might not be a thing by SummerSlam. I'm not gonna lie.
She's a megastar. She's truly a megastar. She's that match that she had, she just literally put on Nia's best match of her career, I would say. Like this match, I mean, and it's crazy thinking about it, but a couple weeks ago, Rhea had an amazing match with Becky Lynch, and they just topped that. And Rhea's going to the top, and I'm hoping, and I think she will. I think she'll retain at WrestleMania, and she'll keep the title for longer. I don't think Becky Lynch needs it. I think Becky Lynch, definitely has to put her over. So hopefully that's what happens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think we've been saying for the past couple of weeks that no matter if it was going to be Liv or Liv or Becky, I don't think Rhea's dropping that title at Mania. If she retains, she's on a long reign, but also we do got to shout out Nia Jax though. She's been showing up, and she showed up again in the main event of a stadium show. That's no small gesture, man.
She's making me mad, man, because I was not a fan of Nia Jax, but God, if you keep putting out work like this, what am I supposed to say? I can't be a fan of Nia.
Yeah, nah, she's displaying like this second run of hers. Like her mic work has gotten better. I mean, she's gotten clearly better in the ring. So her feuds are a lot more exciting. It's like almost in her first run when they threw her on the screen, it's like, like I don't want to see this person. And obviously, she's a heel, but you don't want to say that in the sense of like, like you don't want to see this person at all because of like they're not doing well.
Right. Right
now, you don't want to see her win because she's just doing so well at her job. She's doing so good. You hate her because she's doing well. But I felt like prior, you didn't care about her. She offered nothing to the women's division. And honestly, I'll say this right now, but I think she's the second best rehire in the Triple H era. And I still stand. My number one, to me, I think is Chelsea Green. She's been phenomenal in the role that she's been given. She's a Karen, and she's been great at it. And I just remember seeing her walking down when she returned at the Royal Rumble last year, and just walking down the ramp, just yelling at people. She got eliminated so fast, but she was like basically the talk of the Rumble because a lot of people were like, she's just been displaying amazing character work, and I think she's been the best one. But Nia Jax is definitely number 2.
Hey Lee, I see you, man. Lee, chill.
Hey, we're gonna go through the card right now. We're gonna get to that, I promise you. But first, let's start off with the first match of the night. There was a kickoff match. Any of y'all? I didn't catch that one.
I ain't bother watching. I actually skipped through it just so I can get to the main pay per view. I ain't go.
I'm not gonna lie, Wrestle Spot. I didn't even count the kickoff shows.
All right, cool. Me neither. I don't know if we were saying that or not. But we'll start with the first match on the card. The women's elimination chamber. I saw somebody. I think it was Tio's video who said again in like a special attraction match in 2024, the women cooked the men again. I kind of agree. I think this match was better than the men's Elimination Chamber, but Tiffany Stratton was over as hell in Australia. What y'all think of her performance?
Tommy, check the group chat.
They were chanting Tiff time, bro, over and over.
She was, bro, I'm telling you, bro. I've been a fan of Tiffany like since her, like, bro. See, this is how you know I'm a loyal NXT fan. You know what I'm saying? Because back when she first got on NXT, she had that rich girl kind of character, bro. And you saw her just evolve to what she is now, bro. Like Tiffany is a straight hooper. Like she can definitely carry the women's division like she did in NXT, bro. Like Tiffany is like that, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. If there was a parlay, I'm taking Tiffany to win Money in the Bank. I'll tell you this right now. I am picking her ass to win Money in the Bank, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like she is so good, bro.
For pay-per-views, they should really do that. And it's cool if they only do it for pay-per-view. They should really look into that, especially for things like the Money in the Bank. Really look into that. Somehow,
because this nigga wants to bait on fake entertainment.
Yep. Why not? Let's do it. We already bet on everything else.
I'm not gonna lie.
That is true, though. That is.
No, she was the MVP. I'm not gonna lie, but I'd be remiss if I didn't say Raquel had a really strong showing. Mm-hmm. She it seemed like they booked her like as a really good powerhouse, and man, she was out there putting in that work, man, throwing people around, and she was putting in that pain. So got to give a shout out to Raquel, all the women, man, even Naomi. With the short amount of time that she got in there, she was cooking. That neck breaker off the top of the pod to Liv Morgan. What a spot! It seemed like she was trying to do a sunset power bomb, but she didn't get to do it. But hey, she got to do a neck breaker, and it looked pretty brutal. I can't lie.
I was about to say it looked like that spot they had to kind of adjust it. But it still worked out.
Hey, so. it worked. It was effective, and man, same thing like Bianca. It almost seems like every match she looks like the top star. Unfortunately, I think Tiffany outshined her, but Bianca is looking good all the time, man.
I think it's safe to say that this current I love this division that we have right now. I think it's stacked, and we still haven't seen Jade. Like I think this division is stacked, and it's all around. I think WWE is doing great with the women's division right now, giving them time. Finally, it's just you see what happens when you give them time. They're gonna give you one of the best Elimination Chamber matches, women's matches, in quite some time. So, go ahead.
Yo, Tommy, I'm not gonna lie. I agree with you, bro, and I think this is the right moment to throw in the women's mid-card title right now. It is so much stars,
it's so
bro.
Deep, that makes sense. I'm with you. I would love that.
And I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's so many candidates, bro. Like, you have Naomi, Tiffany, if you wanted to, Jade. Like, I'm just saying, imagine Jade with an IC title and she goes in the run like she did with AEW, bro. But this time,
with
Triple H booking her, you know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you this right now, bro. Like I feel as though Triple H he should have a tournament, and then I would say by at least Money in the Bank or even SummerSlam, we can at least try to crown a women's mid card title. I don't know if he should make one or two, but it should at least be one, bro. It's so deep that I remember I was watching. Crazy. I was just watching Axel's TikTok, bro, and he was just explaining how what's it? Yeah, it was the women's division is so deep that some women are going to be left off the WrestleMania card because that's how deep.
And it sucks, but that's how deep it is,
So I was saying that about Liv. If you've noticed, Liv last year at the Rumble came in second place. This year at the Rumble came in second place. This year at Elimination Chamber she came in second place. Due to how much star power there is, it's just there's not enough You can't put her over. You can't put over every talent. It's just impossible. So some talent, unfortunately, has to lose. And for example, what do you do with Bianca now? Because it almost seems for the past couple of years she's been in the main event scene all the time. Now she's slotted out of it. So now what do you do with her? But one thing I will say is I want to propose this question to you guys. Do you feel like it was right for the WWE to leave Jade Cargill out of the Elimination Chamber? What do you guys think about that?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I think so. To be honest with you, I don't think if she was gonna be in there, I don't think she was gonna win it. But she shouldn't be put in position to lose any big matches right now, this early.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure.
Time to go ahead.
Yeah, I got you. So, was it? I don't think it was necessarily bad in the say. Again, like Wrestle Spot said, they probably don't want Jade to take any pins right now, which is cool. That's fine. But at the same time, kind of like what you were saying just a second ago, what is Bianca gonna do? What is Liv gonna do? The only thing I feel like that chamber kind of lacked that the men's had was setting up other things. I don't think necessarily the women's match necessarily set up anything for the future outside of Becky and Rhea. Now we saw there may be some. I mean, Tiff can honestly feud with anybody in there, and it's probably going to be good. Which she just seemed like she was everyone's headache in that match, which is cool. But I think I would have liked to see a little bit more, I guess, match development or just more direction. And I think Jade being there probably would have had some direction because you can really do some cool face-offs if Jade was there. You know what I mean? Because that's pretty much everybody's first time really getting in the ring with Jade, and that's just how I feel.
I think it's a yes or no question. Like, I do think you could have had her on the card, but also I think it's better. I think like they were better off leaving her off to keep trying to build her up. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe have her like continue to like wrestle, like maybe start having her wrestle on Raw a little bit to get the fans adjusted to her. And I'm gonna keep it a bean. I don't even think unless they're ready to, run the Bianca and Jade this year, I don't see her like being on the WrestleMania card this year. Like she might just be like she might make an appearance, but I don't think she's going to have a match because I don't know if WWE wants to rush that Bianca versus Jade match too early. But I do think it like to try to build Jade up, I think was probably best. I would have loved, like Tommy said, like maybe have a face off with someone or maybe like just make an appearance to see, like because I ain't gonna lie. I think if Australia saw Jade, that would be I think that would have been a loud pop in my opinion.
Man,
That Jade versus Nia, they could do that.
there's a lot.
I'm not gonna lie, that might work. That might work.
That's a good one. I think Nia's in a position where she's doing such a good job as a heel. She should be putting over somebody like Jade. And actually, K Smooth was just commented about it, but Bianca and Tiffany has been something they've been trying to work towards over the last couple of weeks on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Every time we see Tiffany and Bianca in the same room, and they're going at it. So this might be. I think that's the feud to go to Mania. Although here's the thing: is like, what do? This is where it gets tough. Tiffany, you got to keep her looking strong. But I also think because they've been announcing Bianca's undefeated streak at WrestleMania, do you have her keep winning, or do you just have her lose to the up and comer Tiffany? So that's where I feel like this match is so tough to, pick and choose. Like, who do you want to win? Because there's so many things at stake here.
With that idea, because I like what you said, Axel. I understand that because it's like, because why else would she mention her lovely streak? There's something there, right? So it does add that question. Whatever she's doing, is it one of them times where WWE mentions it because it could be coming to an end to put somebody like a Tiffany over? Or is it really gonna, is it gonna sit here for some years, So I like.
I don't think they would have mentioned the streak if they don't plan on having it go on for some more years, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But if they do end up doing Jade and Bianca, I wouldn't mind seeing Naomi and Tiffany. But
I think Naomi and Tiffany would put on a good match.
It's crazy because a lot of these matches are gonna be like the first non-gimmick women's matches or non-title gimmick matches in a WrestleMania, and that just tells you like everything you need to know about the women's roster and how stacked it is. I think truly like the WWE's women's roster could be the best women's roster if booked correctly. In the past year, I think that's been one of Triple H's biggest flaws, but if he can book this women's roster correctly, this could be something generational. This women's division is going to be like we're going to talk about it 10, 15 years from now. You'll be like, damn, I remember Tiffany Stratton, I remember Bianca Belair, Naomi, and all these other names. You're gonna be like, damn, they really they had some marquee matchups at WrestleMania, hoping that they do. And it's gonna be amazing because a lot of the times you just see the males having marquee non-title matchups. But I think now, because the women have been doing so good and they've been outshining the men, the low key, in like these gimmick matches, I think it's time for these women to put on banger non-title, non-gimmick match at WrestleMania. It's time.
Facts.
Last little thing on this opener of the chamber was I've been seeing a lot of people upset that Becky won. How do y'all feel about Becky winning the chamber?
Becky was definitely the right person to win. Don't get me wrong, I probably would have wanted someone else, but they just been building up this Becky feud and Becky and Rhea feud too much. For them not to have Becky win, I'm not gonna lie, I would have preferred Bianca versus Rhea because I've been like, we've just been robbed so many times from not seeing.
Do y'all think Overpush is pushing it? Do you think that term's pushing what's going on?
Not really. I mean, look at the past year, man. She went down to NXT and she was elevating talent. She hasn't won a title in 2 years, and this is a feud that they've been building towards, her and Rhea. And honestly, I think outside of Bianca, I think this is the biggest feud that you can potentially book for a WrestleMania match. And she's done her due over the last year. She tried to elevate Zoe Stark in the feud with Trish Stratus. Unfortunately, Zoe Stark hasn't really been able to get over. And honestly, she's been trying to elevate those talent in NXT too. She's been giving them the spotlight. She brought the NXT title with her to Monday Night Raw. So she's been trying to get NXT over. And I think now is the time to actually put her in the main event scene again. She's not going to win, but you already know that the match that she could put on with Rhea, it could be equivalent to the Bianca and Becky match that they had at WrestleMania 38. I think this could be one of the greatest women's matches at WrestleMania or just all time.
And if Rhea gets another performance like this or like that, I'm telling you, we got to start talking about Rhea in a different light, because I would be back to back.
And she's only like what, 25, 26, right? She's super young, and she's a star.
She's for sure under 30.
She's a star, and she already has so many. Her match catalog is insane already. So, Rhea's already going to be, if she goes out there and puts on a 5-star match like how she did last year with Charlotte. Yeah, no, we're gonna have to start putting her name in some categories that there's gonna be some discussions that need to be had about her.
Sure. It was the right call. Becky wasn't gonna win the chamber. Why would they have a stare down?
Yeah, I mean they really have been building this since before it was really like known that she was gonna win it or not. But
I think Becky would be okay with going, putting Rhea over at Mania. She seems like that type of talent, especially since watching her in NXT. Like Axel brought up, I think Becky would be okay with losing at Mania. I don't even think that's gonna be
I don't think that's an issue. I don't think that'll be an issue.
Yeah.
I got a question for y'all. Do y'all think this is kind of sidetracked, but who y'all think should main event? Rhea and Becky or Bayley and Io?
I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm all about holding on to the roots. If you say the Rumble ones are supposed to get the main event, I'm always for giving them the main event. I can care less what's happening around it. If it was told already, if that's how you advertise the Rumble, then that's where I'm going. So I think Bayley, but granted, I don't really see
WWE hasn't always performed on that promise. Like Randy
exactly.
won the Rumble
in
33.
Kevin Owens and Stone Cold main event. I'm not gonna lie, it depends on who's on, because if they end up doing that tag match, we'll get into it later with Rock, Roman and Seth and Cody. Nothing's main eventing over that night one. Drew and Seth. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if anything's main eventing night one over Drew and Seth either.
So one thing I will say.
Wait, my fault. Go ahead.
Okay. So one thing I will say, I'm going to elaborate on something that Triple H said last year. And this was actually about the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn story with Jay and Jimmy. He said that he tends to put the hottest story as the main event. And realistically speaking, I really do think if you've seen the views on YouTube and you see the fan attraction towards that feud, I think Io and Bayley, there's so many fans invested in that feud that if Triple H sticks to his word from last year, then that could potentially be the main event right there. Mm-hmm. But that's only if he sticks to his word, because he did say last year that he put that match over the Rhea and Charlotte match. He put that match there because of the storyline that it had built. Now, obviously, that was a storyline that had been built over a year. Actually, this one, the Damage Control one, has been building for a very long time, and it's been one that is really hot. And I think that match could be a really good match. I'm not gonna lie. That Bayley and Io match, and honestly, I will say this: Bayley has been she's been losing way too much, and I think to give her the main event spot, she deserves it, man. go out there. I think she's gonna beat Io. I hope she does, and you should give her that spotlight. So I would say that would be the match to put in the main event.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie. If it does happen, I'm not gonna lie. Nothing's main eventing over that.
Nope.
But last question about the opener again. Where is it? Thoughts on Liv? Where does she go from here?
This one hurts. Because as a Liv supporter, as a Liv fan, the roster is just too deep. She really might be cooked, I fear. You know what I mean? Like, it's really looking bad for Liv, and that's no knock on her. That just tells you how deep the women's roster finally is. So instead of me being sad and upset that Liv may miss out on the Mania card, I'm actually more happy that we're actually getting a WWE run where the women's division is worth watching. So that's how
Tommy, I'm not too big on Liv, but as I was watching the Chamber, I did kind of. If Liv went heel, I think she'd be looked at in a way different light by more people. I think more people would see her the way you see her if she was a heel. I think she would probably work better as a heel, bro. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know where she goes from here. I don't think she gets a Mania match, unless it's like a tag title match or something.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. If WWE had a mid card, they could if they had one, bro, they could literally have like a battle royal, whatever you want to call it,
okay.
and then have like Liv or like Naomi and a lot of these women at Mania, and then like they could do that still though. I'm not gonna lie, like people that's like Liv and a couple of these women that might get left off the card, they could just have like a tournament. Oh my god, I can't speak today. A gauntlet, whatever you want to call it, and then maybe crown a women's champion at Mania. If saying that could be a route they can go.
Call me crazy, but could Liv get into the triple threat with Becky and Rhea? I think
if she goes heel, I think so.
I'm not gonna lie, it's possible. It's possible.
I've been seeing like a lot of things that could point towards that. Like she's clearly still in a storyline with Rhea. She has it out for her. And I don't know if you guys have been seeing, but she has been trending on Twitter. Liv, now it's we want Liv, hashtags all over Twitter. I'm not saying it's on a level of like Cody, whatever, but I feel like there's something there where, like Tommy said, if she turns heel, it is a real big possibility that she can force her way into this match. In what way? I don't know. I think that's up to WWE to decide that. But it wouldn't, at least in my perspective, I don't think it would hurt the match. If anything, it would add a more another dynamic to it. Like what's Liv gonna do? Obviously Rhea should come out the victor in that match, but it just adds a different dynamic to the whole match, and I don't think it would hurt it at all.
Yo, actually,
what's going on?
Why Jokic shit on all his parlays now? Now we just waiting on Draymond and Curry for real.
Hey, I haven't been paying attention, but hey, I'm hoping it hits, man. I lost my other one, so.
Yeah, this nigga Fraz Wagner's about to chill. He's about to piss me off, bro.
He sold me yesterday.
Literally.
He sold me yesterday. But next,
I don't understand why people.
The second match of the card. This one won't take as much time as the other one. We had the tag title match, the Judgment Day versus the New Catch Republic. Judgment Day got the win. It was a solid match. But from what I heard, I missed it. Thoughts on the match? Where do y'all think they go? What do y'all think Judgment Day is doing at WrestleMania?
To be honest, I love this match. There was so much back and forth with all the crazy distractions going on with Dominic, and then obviously the screen went black because they were sticking their middle fingers at him, which was like really, really hilarious. But I thought the match was great. I spoke about this on my TikTok, but the Judgment Day, man, they're on a roll. They've been having tag team matches with these teams, and they've been bangers. I mean, just look at a couple of these teams like DIY and the Creed brothers, man. These guys are on a tear, having really great matches. And now with the New Catch Republic, I'm telling you, it was a roller coaster of a match. As far as like what's next for the Judgment Day, I think they're building towards a story. R-Truth might get his moment at WrestleMania. We might see Awesome Truth versus the Judgment Day at WrestleMania. And in terms of the New Catch Republic, they're going to do great things on the SmackDown roster. It's unfortunately for them, they're just going to probably have to wait until after WrestleMania to even probably get a title shot, because this is what I think should happen is after WrestleMania, those tag titles got to get split. Like there's no ands, ifs, or buts. There's enough tag teams on each brand for there to be like some incredible storylines, and they have to get split immediately. So that's what I think should happen for both teams going forward.
No, I agree with you. And who's better to split the titles than someone like R-Truth? Like, why am I carrying both of these? Here y'all go. You know what I mean? Just still funny in a way like that. But I kind of agree with you. But as far as the match at Elimination Chamber, I mean that match was, again, like you said, it was going back and forth. It was great. I will say this: the Judgment Day is on a crazy run. I think it's actually not talked about enough. Like, if you're just a casual, you're just a casual. Some of these tag teams that are, you're seeing going against Judgment Day, you may be like, who the Creed brothers? Where did they come from? If you're not, familiar with NXT or anything. So, but for them to continue to put on great matches with these teams that some people may not have heard of, it just shows how good they are. And now these teams are gonna be normal household names, and I think that's another division that it's been in a work in progress, but it actually looks pretty deep as well. It's just we need a little bit more time for the teams outside of the Judgment Day to kind of build themselves. And I do think after Mania, splitting the titles, by that time we should have some established teams in there. And we still got the Street Profits and things on SmackDown, so things like that. I do believe in that division as well. But that match was fun, and I'm cheering for Awesome Truth at Mania. That's actually why I want that. That's why I wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel. Steve parlayed in the head. His parlayed in the head. His parlayed in the head.
Jordan Poole just dropped a triple-double on a random night off the bench.
Wait, who?
Jordan Poole.
Bro, he might be the most consistent basketball players of all time.
Yup.
What the okay, all right.
It's crazy, Tommy. I see so much people shitting on the fact that Awesome Truth could win the titles, man.
I think this is a brilliant idea.
To be honest, I don't think R-Truth's has he ever had a Mania entrance?
No, I don't. Well,
bro, he's done so much. He doesn't, bro. Just give him.
I'm up with the character work he's been. So
He had that ladder match at Mania 31. That was about it, though. Still, though.
Oh yeah, right before he tore his tricep or his Achilles? What did he tear when he went out?
Damn, I don't remember. Shoot,
it was something serious. I remember
it was something really serious. Was it an ACL?
I think it was his ACL. I think it was.
It was.
Okay, it was all I know was something serious. Obviously, had him out for a while, but before that, let's not act like R-Truth wasn't doing phenomenal character work then, making everybody laugh still. You know what I mean? Yep. And then there was a point in time he made the 24/7 title. We cared a little bit when R-Truth had it because we're about to laugh in this segment. We're about to laugh. We know.
Yeah, that's right. I ain't gonna lie. Every time R-Truth had that 24/7 title, I knew he was about to cook. The guy ain't had to worry about that.
So I think this is finally his time. Let's repay him for all of that. Let's go ahead and give him his moment, man. Let's go ahead and give him his moment.
I ain't gonna. I mean, Mama, go ahead, guys.
And it's honestly what WrestleMania is all about, right? It's all about feel good moments, and I think this could be one of them. Even if you start off, let's say night one with this match, it's a feel good moment to open up the show. It sends everybody, towards the rest of the night. Like, this is good, and they don't even have to keep it for long. And you can, like you said, you can play it into his character. Why do I want these two belts? You can play it into his character, do whatever. But obviously, I think his team, Awesome Truth, they're going to be the ones to potentially split it. But they might only hold it maybe until Backlash, or if not, maybe on the second week of Raw after Mania, he might lose it. And who knows? Maybe the Triple H does him so wrong that on the Raw after Mania, just boom, loses it again. So,
no, if they were to have him split the title because he's confused why he has two belts, that would be crazy. No, I need that now.
I need that. I'm laughing. I might pop for that, but even if they're holding it for a short amount of time, it is, like I said, that division is building currently. So by that time, we should have the Street Profits. What ALP, is that what they're called? ALP. The Creed Brothers, and a couple other teams that are already established and ready to go for that. So I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be just fine.
Go ahead, Steven.
I would love to see R-Truth and the Miz team up again. Because I grew up on both of them back when they were feuding with Cena and The Rock, and that made the event a Survivor Series. Like, the nostalgia from that would just be insane. And yeah, R-Truth never had that Mania moment, and to be honest, I would give it to him. You know what I'm saying? Like Ash said, start off the show, have him, have him in the Miz, win the title, everyone popping for R-Truth. I wouldn't mind that at all, actually. I would. Matter of fact, I would mind that. I would love that actually. I would love that actually. So, that's just my thoughts. The tag team match with Judgment Day was elite. I'm not gonna lie. That was probably my second favorite match behind the men's chamber.
So that's one I definitely got to go back and watch. All right.
Nah, Tia, you blazing. I ain't gonna lie. You blazing.
I mean, he commented earlier saying BTBC forever. So, I mean, whatever Ken says in the comment section, I'm going to let it slide.
That's real. Like, yeah, nigga said Goku.
Today.
Goku's damn near unbeatable, bro. No, shout out Ken, bro. Shout out Ken.
But next match. Wait, no, it wasn't even the match next. It was the Grayson Waller effect with Austin Theory. I'm not going to lie. Austin Theory keeps cooking in these segments with big stars, and he did it again. With this segment, Grayson Waller was in front of his home crowd. That was cool to see. But big things coming out of this segment was Cody Rhodes challenging The Rock to a match. I believe he said anytime, any place before his match with Roman. And then Seth saying that he's days away from being cleared and he will have Cody's back. What do y'all think?
Cody just yapping. All right, let's just get that out the way. He just yapping. He don't want to smoke with The Rock. That's just one thing. Second, definitely a fire segment with, like, although the segment was fire, what I noticed was Grayson Waller not sticking up for Theory. Now, I know Theory snatched the mic out his hand, which me personally, I'm not letting no grown man do that to me. But I have a feeling that Triple H is probably going to set up a match between Waller and Theory at Mania. Now, if he does, Triple H, you should low-key make that like a cage match, I think that match, like having like that kind of intense stipulation to it, would make that feud and match even way better if they're like going that Theory versus Grayson Waller route. But at the same time, though, I don't want Grayson to be a babyface at the end. Like I need Triple H to figure out his way to make Theory a babyface again. Because I'm not gonna lie, Theory was a fire heel when he had his selfie gimmick, but once Triple H got in the helm, I've not been interested in that nigga. And you good, Tommy?
Yeah, my dog is barking. I'm sorry.
I would love to see. I really want to see Theory as a babyface because I think Grayson Waller, he reminds me of Randy. He just has that heel aura to him. When he turns babyface, bro, it's going to take me a minute to adjust to like a Grayson Waller babyface compared to like the Theory one. So that's why I think they should maybe try to go the route of maybe having a match between those two, but have it to where Theory is kind of like the babyface at the end of the feud. But I like that segment. I guess Seth versus Drew is official. The Rock somehow, some way is going to mess that up for Seth, I believe. The segment was all right. I ain't gonna lie, it might have been Cody's worst.
EJ, we'll get there.
I was not feeling like Cody's promo that segment, but Grayson Waller did great. I'm not gonna lie, he did great with the Australian crowd.
Would it be crazy to say that I kind of low-key think if I had to give an MVP for that segment, I would give it to Theory? Is that crazy?
No, that's not crazy at all. He killed it.
I like what you guys are saying, because this didn't even cross my mind when all that happened not last night, on Saturday, whenever it happened, morning, whatever. That didn't even cross my mind. So you guys bringing that up makes me think like, I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but Austin Theory is one of them guys that are doing a lot of Make-A-Wish stuff right now. Normally, you're a babyface doing it. So I mean, I don't mind it. Turn Theory babyface, and maybe it helps him out a lot. I mean, currently he's doing a lot better now, being in these segments with these big stars and holding his own with these big stars. But yeah, I'm all for it. Give me a babyface Theory. Let's see how that goes.
So what did you think of the segment? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So one thing, I had been saying that this segment was probably a Raw segment. Now, due to Grayson Waller being Australian, of course, I think it deserved the spotlight. The whole thing, at its core, this show was made for the Australians. It was made for them, for the Australian superstars like Indy Hartwell, Grayson Waller, and Rhea Ripley. So it's, and unfortunately, one Australian who wasn't able to be there was Bronson Reed. But more on the segment, I just think, I think Grayson Waller should have probably got a little more shine, unfortunately, I think he took a little bit of a step back, but the crowd was still so over him. They love him, and honestly, I think Grayson Waller is an amazing talent. In terms of Cody and Seth, um, they're building towards something. We might be getting the tag match. We'll see what the next couple of weeks holds on. What the next couple of weeks holds, but this is a very unpredictable road to WrestleMania, and I don't know if we've ever seen anything like this. Just a couple of weeks ago, people were putting the hashtags out of like we want Cody, and then you had all this stuff with like The Rock, and everything has switched, turned on its head. CM Punk's injury, everything has been super unpredictable, and it's like, what are we gonna get now? And I think the other thing is, with the whole Theory situation, Theory's got to turn babyface. I think at this point in time, he's been doing such amazing work, and one moment that he has me laughing all the time with what he does. And if you go back to his NXT days, the stuff with the Way, he was absolutely hilarious. I think that's one thing they haven't been able to capitalize on in this run for Theory on the main roster is that funny side of him, because he's truly at its core, he's like a very entertaining and funny guy, and that's something they haven't been able to capitalize. And hopefully with the face turn that he's gonna have, hopefully that's something that they do. They make him a lot more funny. And the one moment that really stuck out for me was when he was obviously doing The Rock's catchphrase was "If you smell," and then he literally carried the whole note up until he got thrown into the Grayson Waller board, and all you hear is just cut out, and he's just like sold it so perfectly. So that was something like absolutely hilarious, and I hope they keep on going with that because he could really be like a top star, and he has the It's crazy to think that last year at WrestleMania he was in a match, in the opening match at WrestleMania 39 Night 1 against John Cena, and hasn't done really much of anything the last year. And man, they've messed it up with him, and I'm hoping that now they find some footing and they start pushing him because he's a great star. So that's my thoughts on the segment.
That's real.
We will answer this question real quick. Is there any chance, do y'all think?
I hope not.
I hope not, but is there any chance though?
I mean, there's always chances. WWE. I mean, there's always a chance. I think it's very unlikely. I think the way they're going, and I think it's hard. It's hard to say. This is just so unpredictable right now. The road to WrestleMania is crazy. I don't think it would make the most sense if that happens, to be honest with you guys. How do y'all feel?
I agree. I ain't gonna lie. Like Seth, he's so over as a baby face that like there's no point of him turning heel, to be honest. I'm gonna keep it a being. Even though I like Seth better as a heel, I don't really see the point right now with the work he's doing to like turn him heel or have him turn on Cody, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. I'd have to agree, man. I think if WWE does that, they back themselves into a corner again. Especially with how many times Cody has beat him. I just don't. I don't see them feuding again. I don't want to see them feud again. And obviously when The Rock took Cody's place over at after the Rumble, it's like, dude, why are we doing Seth and Cody again? And it's like this would put ourselves in the trajectory of, well, Seth and Cody might actually happen again after Mania, and it's like I don't think anybody wants that. Well, I'm not gonna say anybody because there's so many wrestling fans. I'm pretty sure there's people out there that want that, but the large majority of people don't really want that. And it's like Seth has been on a great face run, and these last couple of weeks, man, Seth has been cutting these serious promos, and I think when he's most serious, I think that's when he's at his best. Mm-hmm. Like the past couple of promos he's been cutting have been amazing, and I think he needs to stay as a face, but like he needs to have this like little seriousness to him and not act so much like a joke where he's laughing all the time. But yeah, this would obviously be like something like traumatizing, and I think if last year wasn't traumatizing at WrestleMania 39, this could be just as traumatizing. So
that's true. That was our thoughts on that segment. It's now time to go to the men's chamber, man. Solid. This one was okay to me, to be honest with you. It wasn't anything special, but I still think it was the right winner. We got McIntyre winning the thing. They did go a different route than I thought they would with Logan Paul. I thought he was going to go after LA Knight or something, but it looks like he's going after Randy Orton for eliminating him in the match. What do y'all think?
Drew was like the predictable winner. Like I saw that coming. My dark horse was definitely Randy winning, But I mean, yeah, I mean, that was definitely my favorite match of the night. It did throw me off how like most of the match, Drew was just capitalizing off like people getting hurt and stuff like that. But I mean, he got the win, no less. I love that Logan Paul thing when he came at the end and knocked out Randy and slept that man.
That was crazy.
That was
That was
some skill work. I'm
That
not
was-
gonna lie, and I like how like Logan Paul is really like making himself like Logan Paul might be like a top 5 heel in the business right now. Like he is doing
Not
something
even a crazy statement,
amazing.
bro. It's not even a
Like,
crazy statement.
He's doing so much good with heel work, bro. Him and that Kevin Owens feud, bro. It's one of the most underrated feuds right now. Like it's one of my personal favorites in all of wrestling, and I really like that spot. That AJ spot with LA Knight threw me off like crazy. Like I'm not gonna lie, I don't see why AJ attacked LA Knight. Maybe I'm missing something, but
They just been feuding on SmackDown.
what they have, see, that's my problem. I don't be watching SmackDown consistently. I'm a pay-per-view merchant, unfortunately.
Bro,
Um,
Lee, can you wait for my turn? I'll get to it. Jeez Louise.
Drew winning. Drew's definitely. I mean, Drew is cool, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like he alright, bro. Like I would have preferred like
this is already Drew's best run, man.
No, I'm not gonna lie. He's doing some career work right now. I'm not gonna hold you.
no, he is, but like I would have rather saw someone else. But I'm not gonna lie. But he was the right man.
He's on the tear.
I was
Why?
against it at
Him
first
on
'cause I
Twitter.
thought it would be crazy giving Seth giving Drew a third match with Seth, but I'm not gonna lie, he's made it work. But Tommy, go ahead.
Lee, my love, man. Lee's my boy, man. Shout out to Lee, man. But yeah, I was completely wrong, horribly wrong. Nothing happened that I said was gonna happen. The Rock didn't flex his big board of directors, I guess, gimmick to get into the match to get the Seth, and none of that happened. Completely wrong. Cool. I'm happy for Lee. I'm happy for Drew McIntyre. Hey man, Mania ain't tomorrow or nothing, so a lot of things still change. I'm still cheering for. I still want to see the Rock and Seth mix it up somehow, some way. That still hasn't changed. But yeah, man, congratulations to Drew. He's finally getting this moment. I mean, my next question, my question for you guys, and actually we can let you go. Make sure you say your thoughts on the match and everything, and then answer this question for me. With Drew and Seth being at Mania, who do y'all see walking out as the champion? You know what I mean? How y'all feel about that? Because now I honestly think them going this route, this is honestly could go either way. You know what I mean? So how do y'all feel?
It's definitely Damian Priest. That's it. He's going to cash in on Drew.
So one thing I will say, I thought the chamber match was pretty good. So the women's and the men's were on completely different sides of the spectrum. The women's one was a lot more spots, a lot more big moments, and it was just really fast paced. The men's one slowed the pace down, and it was a grit and grind type of match. And those type of chamber matches it was brutal. Like this one was pretty brutal. The spots, I mean, that Logan spot when he went through the pod, that might have been one of the most ferocious spears I've seen. And I might even say, I think it low key looked, in a sense, I think it looked better than the one that Goldberg gave to Chris Jericho all those years back at SummerSlam 03. This one just looked absolutely brutal. And this match just had a brutality to it. And on the Drew side of things, like how Drew was capitalizing on everybody's on everybody's downfall. It plays into his character because for so many times he's been getting like walked over, stepped on. People have been interfering in his matches, and this is just what his character does. Look at this past Monday on Raw when Solo Sikoa and spiked Solo. He Samoan spiked Cody Rhodes. He wanted to attack Solo, but he knew he had to keep his eyes on the bigger prize. And this match low-key reminded me of the Elimination Chamber in 2021 because Drew came in at number 3. He was defending his World Heavyweight Championship, and everybody was coming after him. It almost seemed like in this match, he took the most, he was getting beatings. Like, everybody was coming after him. Everybody was going after him. And he's been talking about the hard road, right? This was the hard road. He was getting his ass kicked, and he had to get through the chamber. Obviously, through the way, he got some help. But man, I couldn't help but say, like, man, Drew was getting his ass beat. And in terms of like the other stuff, man, I don't want to see AJ Styles and LA Knight, because I want to see LA Knight move on to that US title match against Logan Paul. But I will say this. Look at the names that are being thrown out there for the US title. You got Randy Orton. You know, LA Knight could still be in there, and so could AJ Styles, and you got Logan Paul. That's 4 guys.
Kevin Owens still continuing. Yeah.
Kevin Owens too. That's 5, right? Could we not see a ladder match at WrestleMania involving all of those guys? I'm just saying, there's a bunch of names that are being thrown around that are feuding with Logan Paul in this current moment. This could easily turn into a ladder match, which is something we haven't seen in a couple of years. And man, I would love to see another ladder match at Mania. And Logan's a hooper, so I would love to see Logan in a ladder match. But man, I'd be remiss if I didn't say that LA Knight should win. He should win the US title.
Actually cooking, right, chat? He cooking.
And man, dude, LA Knight, he deserves this. He deserves this moment. In hindsight, looking back now, LA Knight didn't win the Money in the Bank, and I think it was best thing that could have happened for him in his career. He went on. I was at SummerSlam in August in Detroit. Man, when he won that Battle Royal, that like the crowd literally exploded. The fact that he's been able to keep this trajectory at WrestleMania, this could pay off, man. This could be his payoff, winning the US title. It doesn't have to always be a world title. The payoff never always has to be a world title. As long as you get that marquee match at the biggest show of the year, which is WrestleMania, you get a marquee match and you win like a title, or you win a marquee match, I think that just speaks to what you've done in the past year. And LA Knight, I think it's his time.
When you listed the potential United States Championship division, just all the guys going at it, hey man, I'll make America great again, man. That division is phenomenal, man.
Yes.
That division. That's
the craziest thing ever.
Hey, and for the last guy, for the 6, or if they decide to do a 7 or 8 man, you can throw whoever you want in there. But I think those 5 guys are the 5 guys that should be in there.
If you want to keep Bobby on the card, like you didn't get to last year, put Bobby and Cross.
Yeah,
that
was crazy that he didn't get on the card. Yo, actually, real quick, you wasn't cooking. Talking about the chamber was brutal. You know it's fake, right?
No, all right, hold on. I know, but like the thing is they make it like seem a lot more worse. Like look at the wear and tear on Drew's body. You know, I see like all the red marks and stuff. Like, man, like they definitely. This isn't by any means the OG chamber. I mean, on the OG chamber, you would see lacerations on people's body, but they definitely. One thing I will say about this new chamber, they try to make it as brutal as they possibly can. You know, every spot that they try to do, they can do a lot more different things now. Before, you were not gonna have somebody jump off the top and do whatever type of move. Like some of the moves that they're doing now, outside of the ring, they weren't doing those in the OG chamber. It's impossible to do. You're gonna get somebody hurt. So I think the new chamber. I think it's great. I like it.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah.
The women kind of showed up like the changes that they made to the chamber and how it helped how great the match can be, just because they were doing everything in that chamber, and that's what we want. That's what we want.
Tommy.
What's up?
So I don't mean to pivot. We're gonna get back to the show, I promise. But
okay. Oh.
I am an honest man.
What happened? We
did tell this individual he would come up and laugh at you. So here it is, man.
You were so delusional. 2 weeks ago, you were saying, "Oh, Randy Orton. What happened, bro? What happened? What happened? Come on, just remind me. Remind me of what happened 24 hours ago. Almost 48 hours ago, actually.
Drew McIntyre.
Yes, and what were you saying for this whole time?
He wasn't. I mean, the other guys. I was being disrespectful.
Hey, and Steven, you're not as innocent as well. I heard you as well, bro. I heard you as well. Right?
That's why he ducked off. That's why he viewed it.
I don't know. I just need to go use the bathroom. I mean, this is a you problem. This is a you problem, nigga. So.
Steven, I heard you as well. You've been talking about all that smack, but Tommy. Ha! Who's laughing now? I am.
Damn, he popped that dumbass.
I get the last laugh. WrestleMania Night 1 main event.
Hey man, we're
He's still gonna
winning
lose
that
though.
title.
Where you see a Drew like this?
I got the back, bro. He's still
Look,
gonna
Axe
lose
is gonna
though.
do the pose right now.
Oh, is that gonna be the sight? Is that what we're gonna see?
That's
That
crazy.
is what we're gonna see at WrestleMania, bro.
No,
And
but
I'm telling you that right now.
remember, Damon's gonna cash in. Don't even worry about it, bro. He's
You know,
No,
hey
no,
Steven,
no.
you know what? I might have to hop on that train for real because this is ridiculous. I can't go out.
Hey. We all know Finn Balor's going to turn on Damian Priest at WrestleMania.
watch out for
We all know that's happening. Right?
That's crazy.
Hey, Smooth, shut up. Smooth, shut up, bro. We don't wait.
So Lee, are you worried about Damian Priest at all?
Of course I'm not. Why would I be?
There you have it.
Why would I be worried about Damian Priest?
Okay. All right. You're right.
Like, Finn Balor, Damian Priest is going to take the pin. Okay? They're going to pan the camera to Finn Balor. He's going to look pissed. And then come to the main event. Damian cashes in. Triple threat. Next thing you see, Finn Balor with a steel chair to his back.
Hey, man.
blood's not cooking.
Get
blood off the grill immediately.
Lee, can you just tell Tommy that you prayed for this and it happened?
I did pray. I prayed. I was praying during the match, and Axel can back me up on that because he was watching me.
Oh my God!
I was like this half the match.
Axel, bro.
That RKO sunk me, but then that brass knuckles to land Orton's face.
Bro, Dre might need one more rebound, and we need Kurt for 2 more.
Welcome. Hey Lee, I'm gonna say this. You may have won this battle, but the war isn't over, buddy. The war isn't over.
The war was over ages ago. The war was over after Elimination Chamber, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's crazy.
Yo, Axel, we cook, bro.
Huh?
Hey,
We
all
cook.
right, boys. I'm gonna
Frank hasn't scored a point.
It's
All
like
right,
2 in the
appreciate
morning.
you,
So good night.
Good night, Lee.
So
He hasn't scored a point, bro.
one thing I want to say. Do you guys think Drew resigned? What do you guys think?
At this rate,
I think so.
I
I think so too. They wouldn't have had him win the chamber if he did.
This character what he's doing right now is too peak for Tony Khan to get him in the middle of it and just.
And one thing that I will say on the SmackDown before the Elimination Chamber, and I'm actually looking at this on my phone right now. He said something, and this is honestly one of the greatest things he said in this whole heel run. But he was saying, if I lose, my entire career is about as useless as CM Punk's return to WWE. I mean, what a freaking line. He's on an absolute, tear right now. And I love everything that he's doing because, this is what he needed. And look, one thing, CM Punk got hurt, so obviously he had to step up. What do you guys think would have happened? Let's say CM Punk didn't get hurt. Is the reason that CM Punk got hurt the reason Drew re-signed? Because it almost seemed like there was no direction for Drew heading into WrestleMania had CM Punk not gotten hurt.
I'm gonna say this. I am a big. It's like. I mean, it makes sense because now we have Punk went down. Now Drew has the direction that obviously we saw the chamber. So now he has that. But then now also because Punk went down, we can prolong this Punk and Drew. Which honestly, if I'm Triple H, I'm using that as another tool to get Drew to stay longer. You know what I mean? So I can see that. Because now we have you have something you're looking forward now. Now you got Punk in front of you. So I think yeah, I don't see why that probably happened for real. That's probably what happened.
I think he re-signed due to them just keep building the storyline of him and Punk because we all know that that's happening at a way later date whenever CM Punk gets back. So I have a feeling he did re-sign because obviously they would not be booking him this strongly heading into mind you, his contract is supposed to technically end at WrestleMania, and so I don't think he would have won the chamber if he wasn't re-signing. I don't think he would have won the chamber.
For sure.
Well, he wouldn't have been
guaranteeing him a world title match at Mania for someone who got signed would be crazy. Yeah.
That would be insane. So I think he has re-signed, and I'm excited, man. Whatever way they go with this, because man, he's a hater. So I could only imagine if he doesn't win or if he gets cashed in on, I could imagine the tear he's gonna go on because that would be another moment stolen from him. So I could only imagine, man. I'm excited for Drew. Like right now, I thought for a while he was getting I wasn't excited for him. And now it's like there's this edge to him, and I like it because he's blurring the lines between reality and the character that he is.
Mhm.
Because in real life, like this is a real thing. Like people step in front of you or they step over you and they take things from you, and you don't really ever get your opportunity. So he's being real. Like he has face characteristics, but he's a heel at heart. But he's still like trying to prove everybody right, but at the same time, like tell everybody like, oh, even though like this happened, I'm still gonna come out on top.
Mhm.
So
Indeed. Also, yeah. Now that you said that, Axel, I think they wouldn't have even planted the seeds with Drew and Punk if
No.
he had resigned. Yeah.
it's crazy because that's a crazy thing to think about. Like, would he have re-signed if it almost seemed like there was no direction with him? So I don't know if he would have actually re-signed if Punk would have gotten that main event spot with Seth Rollins, because we know for a fact that match would not be turning into a triple threat with Drew McIntyre coming in. But talking about triple threats, could we see Sami Zayn potentially getting into that match?
Wrestle Spot, I want to ask you, man. What are they
I'm not
doing
gonna
with
lie.
your boy? What are they doing with your boy?
I would
man?
love that as a Sammy fan, but I'm not gonna lie. I think the better direction, at least of right now, because I think his end goal, his what's the word? The priority for him should be Money in the Bank now. I think he should go get that in Toronto. He should be Mr. Money in the Bank. Do what he does with that. I think the better option for now would be go face Gunther for the IC title at Mania. Either him. I mean, because I honestly don't know who Gunther's facing at Mania.
Yeah, who is he? Who's next for him?
Could be Gable. Could I don't even know. Other than Gable or Sammy.
I think Gable I think he's cooled down a lot, so I don't even think they can go that route.
Hey man, I'm gonna throw something out there. Maybe this is something that could be of use, but Gable and Gunther have been running it back on house shows. I'm just saying.
It's true.
And Gable has been talking about momentum, and he just beat Ivar on Raw. I mean, maybe there's something here that happens where Gable's going against Gunther at WrestleMania, and maybe we see the crowning of Gable at WrestleMania. He deserves it, man. He's been on an absolute.
But in that same light, Sammy's been talking about being a contender, whether that means for the World Heavyweight title or the Intercontinental title. I don't know. It just depends on where they go with him. Or I could even see Sammy being left off the card.
But same thing. Like
after the year he had, I don't think that should happen.
Same thing. Like he's still kind of, and I know he said he doesn't want to focus on Drew, but I low-key feel like in the back of his mind he's so centered on Drew that maybe like through Drew he might get a title shot. Like I feel like something could happen, and maybe he could enter into the triple threat because he's kind of in a storyline with Drew still. So I don't know how he would work his way into an IC title, but there's a path for him to get into the World Heavyweight title just because now Drew has won the Chamber. He's going for the title, and Sammy feels like he's been left out. So who knows?
You actually now I just thought about this. I just thought about this. I don't think I want it to the tag match anymore. Brock, Roman, what's it called? Cody.
Oh, they're gonna have a lot.
Too much other things to do.
They're gonna have a lot of multi-man matches.
There's so much other things to do. I don't think I want to see it anymore. I'm gonna be honest with you.
There's so many.
They pretty much confirmed that The Rock and Cody are fighting. So The Rock's wrestling at WrestleMania, I think for sure. But it's just against like how or what's the circumstance, you know?
The roster is too deep for someone to be double booked on Mania. That's how I feel. Too deep. There's no reason why Seth should be double booked on Mania.
And it's crazy because you're adding The Rock on top of all of this stuff that's going on, and it's like, dude, like it's adding a whole different dynamic. And they're saying this is like the biggest WrestleMania of all time, and with name we shall not say, the guy who was actually supposed to go against Gunther at WrestleMania, unfortunately, not happening due to the circumstances. But you got him; he's not going to be on the card, and you got CM Punk not being on the card. But even throughout all that, you got a pretty strong WrestleMania card, and this could truly be, from a card perspective, the biggest WrestleMania of all time. And I'll be there. I got my tickets. I'll be there. And I'm excited, man. This is something very exciting, and I think all wrestling fans are in for a really great show at WrestleMania. So a lot of marquee matchups.
This is a great time to be a wrestling fan, everybody.
Yeah. Yup. For sure.
If you want to go back and watch it a little bit early, we did a whole breakdown on that for you. But Cody and Seth kind of with the tag title match. I'm sorry, a tag team match. Cody and Seth can't lose, which is true. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't see The Rock coming back and losing his first match right away either.
I would say it has to do with like what the implications of the match are. It would depend what type of stipulation the match has. Like, can Rock, I don't know, potentially be a special guest referee for the Roman match or something like that. Like, there's a lot. Like, I feel like there's a lot of implications because I don't think that's just going to be a tag match. I think there will be some type of stipulation added onto that match. Yeah. What that stipulation is, it remains to be seen. There's also a world in which we don't get the tag match. Like, there's that. Going back to what I said earlier, this is like such an unpredictable WrestleMania. We don't really know what's going to go on. There's so many different storylines and so many different ways that they can go with this that it's almost impossible to tell what's going to happen from even here to even next Monday night on Raw. It's hard to tell what's going to happen.
We can end up just getting straight up Cody and Rock night one somehow. So they can go a bunch of different ways with it. Yeah. If Cody Rock doesn't happen, I'll be okay with it. Only if it's not the main event on night one. I'm not gonna lie, Dashboard. I agree, but there's no way that's not gonna be the main event. That's gonna be tough.
At least we know one thing for sure is that Cody and Roman is most definitely gonna main event night 2 of WrestleMania. So that's for sure. It's just the other stuff with The Rock and Seth. How do we get there? So yeah, it's interesting.
But any other notes on the match? No. Cool.
Nah, man. I mean, who's your guys' MVP for the match?
Orton, based off the selling and everything, I think it was Orton.
I'm not going.
Drew had a performance. Wait, no, my fault. Logan Paul. Logan Paul's the award.
I'm gonna go with Randy. I mean, Randy's selling has always been second to almost nobody. You know what I mean? So he's up there because he made everything look like when he was selling his back, bro. At any moment in that match, I thought Randy was done because of his back. You know what I mean? Every RKO he took, it was like hurt. Like it was great. So I went with Randy, and then how he sold the Logan punch. I was like, oh, now I have to see this. Like, and it was just a punch. It was just a punch.
My MVP was definitely Randy because he had me scared throughout the entire match. I really thought something was wrong with his back. So he's my MVP because he showed the hell out that nigga. He got me. Can't even lie.
What about you, Axel?
I deserve an Emmy award. I ain't gonna lie.
I think it was Randy, but also Drew was elite in everything that he was doing. It almost seemed like the match was low key kind of revolved around him. I'll put out even like a funny moment, man, when LA Knight was slamming Drew McIntyre into Kevin Owens' pod. Yeah. Kevin Owens was there, just hitting him from the inside of the pod. Dude, that was hilarious, man. A lot of very funny KO moments in that match. Mm-hmm. Kevin Owens also deserves a big round of applause for everything that he did in that match because his character work. I mean, it almost seemed like he can make anything work. So he's another guy who's up there, who I like a lot.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. So,
did you see my text message, bro?
Parlay.
No way.
Frank didn't score a single bucket.
He was at 19?
Yes. I'm never betting on that nigga ever again. I promise you, bro. I don't care if my mama life is on the line, bro. I'm not betting on that, bro.
He's cooked.
Then main event, man. We had Rhea Ripley and Nia Jax. I need to go back and watch this one. It was late.
Damn, Tom, you going? Yeah. You going for this time?
We're on the bottom left in the empty ass. Hey yo, hey man. Life is hard. Life be lifing. Had to buy 2 cars this month. I can't get a setup right now, man. But I'm not gonna lie to you. My dad just sent my stuff over, so we're gonna have something in the room. Don't trip.
He will indeed be back.
Appreciate it.
Nah, Rod Hardy, he's coming back. He's coming back.
Appreciate it, man.
Main event, what y'all think?
10 out of 10 for me. Just an overall, I know we talked about it earlier, but just an overall great match. Rhea's a star. Nia Jax, she should be one of the women that have a spot at WrestleMania, in my opinion. And Rhea had Australia just Man, Australia was just glazing her, bro. I ain't gonna cap.
She's from
That was manipulated by Australia. I can't even hate.
there. I love the match. I mean, it's another match where Nia does exactly what she's supposed to do, which is, I mean, not new on this run, but another match where I think Rhea this run, she's solidifying herself as one of those ones. Like it's no longer Bianca and then Rhea. I think it's Bianca and Rhea. Like they lead the charge. You know what I mean? It's nothing. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I think. Yeah, I mean, Rhea makes me speechless. Like I think she's really one of the next best ever. So that's all I have to say. I really do believe that she's so young now, doing what she's doing now. It's insane. It's insane.
Rhea. So I like this match because this was a different dynamic for Rhea. Usually Rhea, mommy's on top, right? But she was definitely getting her ass whooped in this match, 1000%, and it was a different dynamic for her. And I like how she was able to overcome adversity in this match because it's something that it's a story that they haven't really told with her, and she was able to overcome adversity. Obviously, Nia has been on an absolute tear. And I like the story that they told with this match. It was a slow-paced match. It was something Rhea had never faced before, and it was something very different to her matches that we've been used to before. This is probably, because I don't really count the Charlotte match at WrestleMania because she wasn't defending the title. Mm-hmm. But if I were to say, I think this is easily one of the 2 or 3 best matches. It doesn't say much because her reign hasn't been all that great. But there was one on Raw with Natalya several months ago that I think is really good, and the one at Crown Jewel was another one. But this one's up there with those 2, and it's nice seeing a different dynamic for her matches because it's almost like she's always on top a lot of the times, and she deserved this moment. She's been on top of the WWE Women's Division for well over a year, and she deserved it. She really did. So. All props to her. She got her moment in Australia. This pay-per-view was really centered around her, and they made it sure that she was the main attraction. One thing I will say is when my one gripe with it is I was waiting for a special entrance, man. I was waiting for it. We got a pretty cool entrance at Crown Jewel, and I thought she was gonna do like her special entrance here in her hometown, and we didn't get it. But that's my only gripe with the match.
Steve.
I already gave my thoughts on the match.
Oh, you did? My fault.
Yeah. This guy. It's always nothing but the thugs with the dreads. But yeah.
I'm not a thug.
Any more? I saw the comments. Crazy. Any more topics before we get out of here, man?
I just.
Stephen, that's.
Yeah, this guy.
Jay, all right, Jay. We don't need that.
Hey, your boy said the bloodline's falling, man. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, Jay, go back to the beginning of the stream. Go all the way back.
It's going down, man. What?
Chill, Keith Smoop. Chill, bro. Chill. Hey, Jax is looking. Hey. I don't want this to turn into old Btbc.
Rhea was looking on. you know.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I love my girlfriend, but I'm not gonna lie. Rhea was definitely cheeked up for no reason in Australia. For no reason, I'm not gonna lie.
Yep.
I'm worried about Rhea. I need to be worried about Nia Jax. I'm telling you, Chad, she can suffocate me, nigga.
That's wild.
That's wild, but I'm dead ass, bro.
Oh man! All right.
Bro, I'm talking about the day I interviewed Nia Jax, bro. It's cooked, bro. It's cooked.
My only question for Nia Jax is what was your approach differently the second run? Now, if she said some bullshit like the first one was just as good, I'm gonna walk out the interview because it wasn't.
He's not doing that, Chad. He all talk. He's not doing that, nigga. He's not walking out. Nigga gonna sit there and just keep nodding his head, bro. He's not walking out.
Like, She trolling.
Thomas,
She's lying. She's lying. I'm walking out.
You're not doing that, Tom.
I'm walking out. All right, Ant. I think because of Ant's comment, we need to head out. We know where this is going.
All right, yeah.
All
Okay.
right, man. After
All right. Hey,
after
that's what
an
you're
hour
into,
15
buddy. Hey, it's all right, buddy.
After an hour and 15
Justin
minutes
over
of
here.
episode
Justin
50,
over here.
74, man. We appreciate y'all. Go follow our boy Rod Hardy, man. Making more wrestling content on TikTok.
Appreciate it, man.
Anything you want to promote? Anything you want to plug?
Just my TikTok, man. Go ahead, follow my TikTok, follow my Instagram. Rod Hardy is the at, and I'm gonna be posting content, a lot of wrestling content, and we're gonna keep this thing pushing. So shout out to the BTBC. I appreciate you guys for having me on the show, man. This is definitely something great, and I would love to come back at some point again.
Definitely.
Love to be back on the show.
I would love to come back. Like he's not gonna be back next Sunday.
Oh, that's crazy.
I don't know, man. I just, I'm throwing it out there that, I would definitely love to come back. You guys are 3 amazing hosts, and I love the show. I definitely do watch it too on occasion when I get the chance. And you guys are amazing, man. So,
Appreciate you, Rob.
Appreciate the love.
Hey, man. Just do us one favor. We see you do those matches with Jay. Next time, just hit him a little bit harder for us, bro.
Yeah.
That's all we ask, bro.
Hey, one thing I will say, don't take a pedigree from Jay. He neck is kind of unsafe.
He's an unsafe worker. Thank you.
Unsafe.
You remember when we were in Detroit and he hit you? You were trying to get out, but he would not let go. It's like, bro, wrestling is a 2-person sport, bro.
Yeah, not one person.
For a while, I was calling him Jay Jax because Nia Jax used to hurt people, and he was putting in that pain on me, but man, he was not safe.
Crazy.
Shocker. Fat ass not being safe. Shocker. We cannot say we're shocked. Guys, I just be looked out on that Joel Embiid video dropping this Saturday. Don't know what time yet. I'm only saying I don't know what time yet because I'm interview this Tuesday live on the BTBC podcast. We have
Missy Marks.
Misty Marks. We'll be interviewing her. It's gonna be me, Tommy,
I'm
Axel.
a part of it.
Yeah.
There you go.
I just threw an Axel. Just throw an Axel. It's just
it sounds
no matter
like
fact, Axel's gonna be on there, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. He's gonna be on there
already, buddy. Your routes are already taken up. You go ahead and make some room. You're getting booked.
Yeah, go ahead and making room.
I appreciate it, man.
But yeah, make sure it's gonna be live this Tuesday at 6:30. So make sure y'all all come through, bro. We could be like, y'all can ask whatever y'all want in the comment section. That if it's not crazy, and we gonna have her, answer and all that. It's gonna probably be like
be on your best behavior, chat.
I'm gonna be at work that day, but I will be in the chat, so I will not be afraid to throw out bans right away, man.
Hey, Anthony, during the interview, don't comment what you comment, niggas. I ain't gonna highlight it.
That's what I'm saying. Be on your best behavior, chat.
You do what you comment, bro. But that's it. Just be on the lookout for that, and follow BTBC's Instagram page. We post a lot of the clips on there. Make sure I follow our TikTok. Join the Discord. Follow Tommy. Tommy has a brand new video coming up about 2 weeks. I think he said 2 weeks or this week. One of them.
What was the video again? What was it?
I actually don't remember. I don't really when Tommy be like yapping. I be toning out like here and there. I ain't gonna lie. So I don't really know.
You literally told me you had a video for me to was forcing me to make, and now you can't remember what it was.
I totally forgot what video you're gonna post.
Steven, it's not that. He's gonna be live streaming his watch along of TNA next Thursday. That's what he's doing.
Oh yeah. Be on the lookout for that too. Yeah, he will be
every Thursday. Every Thursday.
Wait, on what app?
He's gonna be on TikTok.
Okay, TikTok's easy. I don't got my PC. TikTok is easy. I can do that. You know what's funny though? I was literally at my friend's house literally yesterday because it was his first stream. I played him in 2K. That man has been on stream, by the way, guys. I'm not.
We know. Oh, I know. Yeah.
Okay. No, but watch the last game. I came back and smoked them. But anyway, I was streaming. I'm like, dang. This is kind of fun. I miss just kind of sitting there, minding my business. Can you smoke on TikTok? Honest question. Can you smoke on TikTok live?
I think so.
If I can smoke on TikTok live, I really consider doing everything.
Bro can't even do a stream without.
Bro. I just don't like thinking because normally I smoke when I watch wrestling. I'm not gonna lie. Normally I have a blunt when I watch wrestling.
Wait, no, you I think you can because didn't you used to do that in your videos?
Maybe.
Fine.
Possibly.
I would. You know who would be the best person, man? Jay Aries. He's
You're right.
he would be the best person to ask. I'm not gonna lie. You know, he's always smoking, so.
He's always smoking Reggie. Yeah, Reggie.
If y'all
Reggie's
I got
crazy.
interview Liv Morgan, I might dance. I'm not gonna lie, Ken. If we interview Liv Morgan and she comes on stream, you have to come on stream and do the dance for Liv Morgan.
No, you gassed it. You gassed it.
I might
You
fall on my
talking about
chair.
Liv Morgan.
She'll come back after. I bet you. She'll be like, "Oh, this is remember the stream I was on where the guy was dancing? Yeah, they were fun. I'm gonna come back."
Nah, bro, I ain't gonna chat. Yo, dreadhead niggas are so delusional, bro. They got all, it's like all the dreads suck out the brain. This brain power from these niggas, bro.
Hey, bro, but no. You know what it's gonna. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go when NCAA come out. I'm just gonna stream that and just sit there, just play Dynasty for hours and hours.
Yeah, I should tune into that stream. But actually, what you were gonna say, bro?
If she comes on stream, I might fall off my chair. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh no! If Liv Morgan comes on here, y'all gonna see a whole different Tommy. I'm being real. Y'all gonna see a whole different Tommy.
You are such a coon, Tommy.
I'm just saying, bro.
You be blowing me, bro. Pause.
Hey, K2, chill. I ain't not chill.
All right, Chad. It's all fun and games to Tatiana throw a slipper at this nigga head, bro. It's all fun and games. It's all fun and games, nigga. Matter of fact, I'm a rat. I'm a snitch too.
I'm not gonna lie. She may even. I hope not. Is she watching? I hope she's not watching.
You see this nigga sipping over this milk? You should beat this nigga ass.
Bro, I love my girlfriend. All right, that's it.
Oh, I can't tell.
Longest outro ever. We're gonna see y'all next week. Episode. No. We'll see you Tuesday, and then we'll see you next week. Episode 75.
Oh, we have 2 episodes next week.
I guess it counts as an episode. So 76 is on Sunday. 75 is on Tuesday. Yeah. All right. Peace.